there everyone, my name is Haley and welcome back to the Flock SMP. So today we are starting over at spawn because we're going to go ahead and build our slime shop that we talked about in the last episode. Let's go ahead and try to find a good place to build this because as you can see spawn has quickly become populated with quite a few different shops. So I know it's only gonna be 8 blocks by 8 blocks, so it's not gonna be too big. Maybe we could kind of bring it over here on top of this hill, possibly. Oh, I didn't bring a lot of fish. Oh well, I'll just steal some from my shack, because I don't think anyone's bought any anyway. It's kind of more for if someone is really desperately needing food and they have to fork over a diamond for it. But hopefully, let's see. Oh, someone actually did buy some. Wow, that's very surprising. Anyway. Let's see, maybe we could bring it like over here somewhere. I kind of don't want all of my shops to be in the same area though. Like I already have that one, I have the little fish shack. Maybe we should do it more towards the center of spawn. That could be a good idea. I think we'll put it right about in this area. I didn't want to make it like right up next to the spawn circle, but we'll maybe put it like a couple blocks out this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and place down my materials, which are all in these shulker boxes. Goodness, that is so hard to say sometimes. And let me kind of show you what the inspiration for this build is going to be. I think it'll be pretty cool. And ta-da! This is what we're going to actually build. We're going to build a shop that looks like a sticky piston pushing itself over this way, I think. We're going to have the sticky piston side this way, and then the actual interior of the shop will be the cobblestone kind of bit right here. So that's going to be the game plan. We're not going to focus a lot on what the thing actually looks like. We're just going to mainly focus on the sticky piston part, I think. We're gonna need probably some like white concrete, some green concrete, which is why I brought these cactuses, because we're gonna make just like a little makeshift cactus farm real quick, just to have one to have so that we can have the dye. I don't know what I'm saying. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this up. Shouldn't take too long. It's just a little tiny build, so I'll be back in a second. Alright guys, so I just went ahead and threw the whole shop up just because it was really quick, didn't take very long at all, but as you can see, it is a sticky piston. It definitely looks like a sticky piston, and then with the slime, obviously, and then I threw some green concrete in there just to mix it up a little bit. And then the interior of the shop, there's really nothing there other than the chest with the slime in it. For right now, it's kind of expensive, but I think it's fine. Also, I need to change this because that does not match anything else. Maybe I'll change this one instead because I think I still have a couple furnaces. I do. So let's go ahead. Oh no, they need to go this way so that they don't show any of the furnace like opening or anything, and they could just kind of make the nice like border that the sticky piston kind of has on it. And then I just used these stone blocks for the like iron bits, because I did not want to use iron blocks because I do not have that much iron. So that is the whole shop pretty much. I probably will come along another time and make it look a little bit nicer, get some of the torches out of here, find different light sources. But for now, I just wanted to get that out here because people were demanding slime. So there you go, people of the server, you can now purchase some slime. But anyway, let's head on back to our base. Alright guys, so here we are at our beautiful beachy island, and look at this! Turtles have started to spawn here, which has never happened on this island before. I don't know if it's just because now there's a bunch of sand everywhere, but we've got turtles, which makes me so happy because otherwise I was gonna have to go find some and breed them so they'd stay around. But if you didn't know, the way turtles work is wherever they spawn, they always come back to. So even if they get in the water and start swimming around and stuff, they're always going to come back to this beach where they spawned, or if you had eggs, where the eggs were hatched. So yeah, that's really awesome. But anyway, today we are going to work on not the main sandcastle yet. I want to work on where the nether portal is going to be because I am so sick and tired of, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this nether portal that is spawned on top of my guardian farm, it just decided to show up one day and it won't leave. Even if I break it, every time I come back through my nether portal, that one comes back. So I'm tired of it. I need to sort that out, and also I need to get rid of this one that's kind of like hidden in the ground here. Not so hidden actually though, because you can see it. But I want to have an official place for my nether portal, so that I can actually start maybe making a nether tunnel sometime in the future. And I think what I want to do is something similar to what I did on Oracle, or have it up in kind of a tower. I don't know exactly what to do yet. I'm thinking a lighthouse would make a little bit of sense, but at the same time, it might not make complete sense because, oh goodness, these stupid phantoms, they're always over here and they drive me crazy. But let me kind of tell you my plan for this island, because I actually have a real plan finally, like a nice vision for what I want to do here. So I'm thinking, I know I had talked about doing like a goodness, these stupid phantoms are distracting me. I talked about doing like a floating island, but I don't think I want to do that anymore just because I don't think it would really look great in the long run. What I do want to do is have the sort of idea that this little tiny bit of the sandcastle that you can see here was just a small portion of a giant palace that has been over time covered over by sand and dirt that has been just washed up by the ocean. Like, this is a very old, like, magical palace, and because of that, I mentioned in the last episode that I wanted to do something along the lines of the glass desert inspired decor with like big crystals coming out of the ground and that kind of stuff. And because this was a magical palace, it has given this island some magical properties as well, which will kind of tie into the magical looking decor that we are going to have. So I think it makes a lot of sense, and I think it will look really, really great. And then, so this like sandcastle that it's marked out here, I don't know if I mentioned that, but this prismarine is marking out where my sandcastle is going to be. That's going to be like the center of my island. And then underneath we're going to have even more, and we might have like little towers poking up here and there through the sand for different things. Like, for example, my slime farm, it's kind of far away, so it doesn't really make sense that it would be a tower from the castle, but it could be just like one of the crystal formations or something. Where is the entrance to this? I think it's over here. Yeah, right over here. This is where the entrance to the slime farm is. I'll probably move it up to about here. And put something cool right here on this island, maybe a tiny little building or possibly a crystal spire thing. I haven't decided yet, but that will be like the entrance to the slime farm. And then the same for wherever the nether portal is going to be. It could be a old observation tower for this giant palace. I think it'll look really, really cool. So I hope you guys are excited as well, because I definitely am very excited to get started. But that means I am gonna have to go get a whole bunch more sand and stuff, because I do want to use sandstone in this build. I think the nether portal will go on this corner over here, because then it'll give like a really cool overview of the whole island. Like, I'll make it really tall, and people will be able to see the island in its entirety. I think it'll be really, really great. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started collecting the materials for that. Alternatively though, actually, now that I think about it, maybe over here would be a good place for the lighthouse, because it'll be closer to the castle, and I think I do want the castle's entrance to be on this side, not the back side. Because this is kind of like, that's our guardian farm, and then there's this other island that I'm thinking about claiming so that I could use it as more of like my industrial island for like tree farming and villager breeding and that kind of stuff that I would feel weird about having it underground. So that I might do that in the future, but then that's where that's going to be also, and I feel like this is just closer. Like, if I have the lighthouse like right here on this kind of section, it's not going to be very big or round. It's just going to be kind of like just something kind of small that then another portal can go in. And I don't know if I'll do like a slime block elevator, or if I'll do I don't know what I'll do for the way to get up. Probably a water elevator, actually. That would make a lot more sense for this area. So that'll be the game plan. I'm gonna go ahead, get the materials, and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, you guys, so this is what I have so far, and I think it's looking pretty good. I have these entrances on all four sides, just because I couldn't really decide on which one I thought was best between this way or this way. This way kind of opens directly into this land, which I didn't really like. but I also wanted it to be able to be like, oh, you can go whichever direction when you go through the nether portal. So yeah, that's this area, and then I've been going up these like kind of increments of like 5. So like above this doorway there's 5 blocks, and then up there above the top of that there's 5 blocks. So I think I'm gonna keep going with that increment, or I could increase this one by a couple blocks and do like, so this would be like 5, 7, and then 9 or something, and then have the portal on top of that. I think I might like that better because it'll give it more of the really slender look that I'm looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I think as far as lighting goes, maybe we'll do some sea lanterns like in the prismarine sections of this. So like, I don't know, it's really hard because these are 4 high. The ones up there are 3 high. So I don't know where exactly to put the lanterns, like possibly just kind of thrown in throughout here, going all the way around. Could do something like that. I'm not 100% sure yet, so we'll have to see about the lighting because it does look pretty dark. So we'll figure that out in a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and just build all the way up to the top and let you guys know when I'm done with that. Alright, you guys, so here we have our completed lighthouse with our nether portals up on top as well. So let me show you the inside here. So I have this water elevator, and like I guess it's still an elevator even though it's taking you down. So if we go up this side, you can see we have our nether portals. They all just link to the same portal in the nether, so I'm not gonna pop in there and show you that, but there's this nice little balcony area where you can like look out onto the whole island, and then you can also jump off with your elytra, which I think I will go ahead and do right now, double checking to make sure I have them on so I don't die. There we go. We can use a rocket here and we get like a really cool look of this thing. I think it looks really, really great, but the best place, the best view that I've found is actually from on top of the Guardian farm. If you do this and then go to the FOV, is it what, that's what it's called, right? You could take it all the way there. Like, look at that, looks so cool from here. Like, it looks like a good size for the island. I think the top looks great from this angle. I think this whole thing looks really, really cool. So I am definitely happy with that. Let's put this back though before I start to get a headache, because that will definitely happen. But anyway, that is the lighthouse. I do kind of wish I had made it over here instead, just because, let me fly back over to my island. It feels a little close to the castle. Like, if I were to exit the castle right here, which is where the exit is going to be, it's like, whoa, it's right there. It's kind of obstructing the view a little bit, which kind of sucks, and I didn't really think about that, because there's going to be a tower right here that you're going to be able to look off of as well, so it's not, I don't know. I do kind of wish I had built it over on that little lip there of the island, or that little protrusion part, but nothing I can do about it now. It's just the way it is. It's here. I don't feel like moving it, so this is where it's going to stay. We can always put the castle back a few blocks, make it go like right up to the edge of this thing pretty much, like maybe right around here or so, if this were to become that corner, and then everything would move back a little bit, and I think that would definitely help. The castle wouldn't be completely centered in the island, but I think it would still be okay. So, yeah, that's going to, I think, happen. We're going to move the castle back a few blocks to make room for this guy up here, but other than that, we have an official place for another portal, so now it won't come on top of our Guardian farm anymore, which is great. Definitely excited about that. The last thing I want to do in this episode is actually make a little tiny farm, because now that we have these elytra, as you saw, I was using these firework rockets to propel myself and go farther distances. So if you kind of jump off and launch yourself with the rocket, you can go pretty far before you have to launch another one. But these rockets take paper and they take gunpowder, so you might see all of these sugarcane that are nicely lined up all along the shore of my base. I've been kind of farming them as I've just been around on my base, trying to get a good amount of sugarcane kind of stockpiled up. But I would like to make a little automatic sugarcane farm in this episode, just so that, and then next episode I think we will work on a mob farm, so that we have all of those types of drops too. So like bones, gunpowder, string, rotten flesh, all of those drops are going to be very important for different things that we're going to do on this series. So that should be, I think, my next thing. But first, we're going to go ahead and throw together a little sugarcane farm. Now, the biggest problem is I don't really know where I want to put this sugarcane farm because it is kind of an unusual design. It's one that I haven't done before, and it's like long and thin. So it's like only 3 blocks deep, but it's long. And I mean, actually, I guess it technically is. It's basically, it's like the size of a chunk if you layer it up, which I probably will do because that would just make more sense. I'd get more out of it. So I don't know where exactly I want to do it. My slime farm is over here, so it'd be nice if while I was loading the slime farm, I was also loading the sugarcane farm. I definitely don't think I want to do it above ground, though. I don't know what exactly I want to put up here, but I don't think I want any other large structures like that, other than like the castle and the lighthouse and then a few like little decorative things. I don't really want like a huge thing is just sitting up here on land. So I think we're gonna dig down. I think the way I want to do this is have like a water elevator in each of these pillars, sort of like I have right in here in that lighthouse, so that these will be like the transport up and down throughout my base. And as I mentioned, I think in either this episode or last episode, I can't quite remember, but I want to do sort of the underground castle thing, where this is like just the top portion of a huge palace that is peeking through the sand, and underneath there's still a huge amount of palace left that's been buried. So it definitely would, I think, make more sense to have stuff underground as far as like farms and stuff. I also did decide I am going to claim that Spruce Island over there just for the sake of like kind of farms that are going to be less like AFK farms and more just like if I wanted to grow a bunch of trees for whatever reason, or do like a villager breeder or something, or villager trading, it might make more sense to do those on a separate area. But who knows? We'll see. I just have that reserved just in case I want to use it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try to figure out a good place for this sugarcane farm. I might kind of plan out what the underneath side of my castle is going to be. I know I'm also going to have my storage system underneath because there's not really quite enough room to do it up here. So we'll see, I guess, what we end up doing. Okay guys, so a lot has happened since the last clip. Unfortunately, I haven't really been able to record that much in real life because I just moved in to my new place, and that means that for about a week or so, I just didn't really have the time to record, and also it was just too stressful to be able to actually sit down and do recording. I did have time to actually play on the server though. So there are a lot of changes, and let me run you through everything that kind of happened in between the last clip and this one right now that you are watching. So, first off, I've died a lot. I don't remember all the times I've died, but one of them, I was standing here in my very, very well-lit island, and I went AFK for like 10 minutes, and in that 10 minutes, phantoms spawned and killed me, and all of my items despawned. So that was great. So I ended up actually going to the end and getting a new elytra by fighting the dragon again. Didn't record it because I put that in the last episode. It's all the same every time you go, so it's not anything too difficult to do. So I got a new elytra, so we still have that, and it didn't have mending on it. But then, as you'll see in the next clip, Captain and Carl decided they wanted to prank me. So, here is that clip right now of them doing that.
Hello, Pixie.
I don't want to do this.
Alright, me and Carl go first. You go 3 seconds behind.
Okay.
We just walk this way. Wait a second. Wait a second. No, don't look that way. Look.
What?
Look off the side this way.
It's beautiful.
Okay. You detorched my island?
Yeah.
Do you know how
I
many
made it a
stacks of
Island.
torches that took?
We gave you all the torches, don't worry.
Great.
You said, like, you were thinking about living in Mushroom Island, so I was like, maybe it'll
I
be great.
I was
Like,
never
making your own Mushroom Island. Because I know on the last SMP you're living on one and you want to continue that, so I kind of just made your dream come true.
Exactly. That's very kind of you, Captain.
I know, I'm like the nicest guy.
There are so many things spawning. Oh my gosh!
Bye, Pixie.
I hate you.
Adios.
What? Oh.
Enjoy.
Thanks, guys. It's really, really great.
Yeah,
Where are my torches? Where did you put them? It takes so long to light up this dumb island.
we made a scavenger hunt.
Exactly.
Great.
I feel so bad.
You should. You should feel terrible for this.
On your birthday too.
It's a birthday present. That's
Exactly.
I literally just have to stand on top of one of your garbage mushrooms until all the stupid mobs despawn. Oh, and there's phantoms now, so that's...
Hey Pixie, that's why I said let's wait till night.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I got that part. Thanks. So as you saw, that was a lovely prank by Captain and Carl, but they did actually give me some diamonds and a mending book, because it happened to be my birthday that they decided to prank me on. They had no idea. They only knew afterwards, but they gave me some, like a mending book and some diamonds, and I put the mending on my elytra, so now I can use them without being afraid that they're going to break and I'm going to drop out of the sky. So that's very, very helpful. So next, as you can see, we have some progress here on our castle, and let me kind of explain to you my idea with this, and I think I've explained it before, but I'll go into a little bit more detail now. So, as I think I've said before, this part that you're going to see from the above land is only a small portion of the whole palace that's been covered over by sand and this whole island over time, and yada yada yada. You guys know. But the part that is new is I've started digging this whole area out down here, and I think what we're going to do is have this whole area underwater. Like, this is going to be flooded with water. The only part that's going to be air is going to be up above the ground, like above ground level. So like up here, this will all be air, but then this part in here will be water. So like the way you get down there is you just like jump down into the water and swim around and stuff. We're also going to have the elevator on this side and on this side. One will go up, one will go down, but really it'll probably just be faster to go up here. These elevators are more for just getting up to the top parts where there isn't water everywhere. So as I was building this, I realized it really didn't make a lot of sense if this whole part of the castle is just an extension of what you can't see from underground. Why would there be a doorway here? So I decided to make these like balconies, like imaginary balconies, you know, like if this was above ground, this would be a balcony and this whole area extends down lower, and then that's like the actual entrance into the area, and there'll be like a floor down on that level that kind of surrounds the entire castle. And I've started digging that out a little bit. Let's fly on in here. So as you can see, this is like the underneath side of the balcony. I need to figure out what to do with that little gap there. Probably I'll just put some stairs along this edge like I did in here, which I think looks really nice. It looks like crown molding, you know, looks really nice and fancy. But yeah, I've dug out some of this area already. Sorry if you heard that noise. I've dug out some of this area already, and I've dug out around the edges of where this is going to be. So this whole area down here is going to be replaced with birch or whatever else I decide to use for the floor. And then I'm gonna have this be like caves in here, like a giant cave has like formed in this area. And like I think it'll look really cool once it's done. It's kind of hard to explain, but this is also where my storage system is going to be. So along all of these walls right here, because none of this is really going to be open, there might be caves leading out to other parts of the island or whatever, but most of it is just going to be solid stone walls. So the storage system is going to go all the way along all 4 walls. And I think the storage system that I want to do is a shulker box one. You may have seen it on Mumbo Jumbo's channel. He's like one of my favorite Minecraft YouTuber people because I just think his redstone designs are so good. They're so simple and clean and pretty. Most of them are pretty resource friendly. So we're gonna, I think, try to do his most recent shulker box one that he did on Hermitcraft because we do have a few shulker boxes and we can always go ahead and get more because the end is open and the dragon has been fought and all that. So I think that's what we're gonna do, and then anything that doesn't fit into that, I think we'll have like a deep storage somewhere for like, obviously we have like a ton of cobblestone and dirt, more than will just fit in one shulker box, and I don't want to have like 50 shulker boxes for cobblestone, you know? So I think we'll fill up like one box per like item. So like we'll have a sand shulker box that we'll be able to just like, if we're like, okay, I need to go do a project with sand, we'll just pick up the shulker and then take it with us. And like imagine this shulker box I have, it's kind of like my utility box. Let's say this one was for sand. So we had a bunch of sand in here and it was in our storage system and we're like, all right, and let's imagine this one is like gravel. We're going to build something like concrete, right? So we can go over here and be like, all right, I know I'm going to need my gravel. I know I'm going to need my sand. Let's just grab this and go. And it clears up our inventory space. We don't have to have like a bunch of stacks just in here. I think it'll make it really, really easy to actually be able to do some projects. That way we'll have stuff in shulker boxes. We don't have to unload it from chests and reload it into our new area that we're going to be going to. I think this will make a really good system, but that is not what we are doing today. We are going to go ahead and build that sugarcane farm, and I'm going to figure out which direction I want it in. I'll probably put it close to the slime farm because then I can kind of AFK at both and load them both at once. So I think we'll put it in that direction, and I'll make it like, eventually we'll decorate it and make it like a cave leading to it or whatever, but for now I'll just dig a straight line in that direction or whatever. And we'll do that, but there's still a few more things that I need to catch you up on. So, next, let me head over to our little neighbor island over here, because I have started kind of clearing that out, and I've decided that that is going to be like our industrial island, and it's going to be very flat. It's going to have a lot of like farms on it that really don't fit in with the theme of this island. Like sugarcane, that's something like natural. It looks pretty nice. Like, as you can see, I've cleared out a lot of the forest, started lighting up the whole island, and I've started, I think what I want to do is I want to have like tree farms for every single kind of tree. Ignore that garbage, I didn't want it, but as you can see, I have a lot of spruce wood now, so maybe that'll be like the theme of this island. Maybe we can build a lot out of spruce wood and stone, because it is supposed to be kind of industrial. And if I think about it as like a story standpoint, because as I said, I want to do some sort of storyline going along with this island. This could be like the archaeologist's base island or whatever, and they're like excavating and restoring this island over here. And this is like where they live and where they have their base of operations and stuff. So that's why it's like all industrialized and nothing really that impressive going on over here. Just like temporary homes and storage area and whatever. So that's going to be this island. I'm probably going to just clear it all out to be on this level for now, and then we can always build it back up if we need to, because it'll just make it easier to know what we need. Like I mentioned, I want to do the tree farms for every single kind of tree, and by tree farm I mean just like plant a bunch of trees and dig them out and whatever. And then I also want to do like a villager breeder, which that's something that would be kind of awkward to do on my main island. Like it wouldn't really make a lot of sense. I'm trying to launch with my elytra and it's not working at all. Hold on, let me get rid of this guy. He's in my way. But yeah, so this is gonna be like our industrial island. And oh, there's a couple last things. I was gonna say I think that's it, but there's actually a lot more. Oh, come on. What is going on? I can't launch off with my stupid elytra. There we go. Alright. So the last couple things I want to update you on are, one, Gem Gooman has paid me 3 stacks of diamonds, which is a ridiculous price, to terraform his entire mushroom island. So I've been working on that. So if you see me with like a ridiculous amount of diamonds, like look at this. This is just absurd. And then I have even more in this shulker box right here that I carry around for like repairing and enchanting and whatever. But like I have way too many diamonds at this point, but that's where those all came from, and it's kind of nice because then I don't have to worry about like like running out of diamonds or repairing things. So that's kind of like an off-camera side project. I just go over there, kind of work on it a little bit at a time, taking out the mycelium, replacing it with grass and stuff. So that's something that's going on behind the scenes a little bit. And then also, there was like a random server event today. It was very top secret, but I was able to go and catch a little glimpse of the action. So here are those clips right now. I'm going to go ahead and figure out where this sugarcane is going to be located in the meantime.
Alright,
Well-
anything could be past this door. Are you guys ready?
I don't like that.
Why?
What just happened? I don't like what
Why?
just happened.
No,
Alright,
back away from the door.
Alright, breach and clear!
Welcome.
There was 2 doors. I'm not gonna point that
Hey.
out.
Welcome to Fight Club.
Welcome to Fight Club.
I swear, dude, if he comes out here in like full enchanted diamond armor and I'm sitting here in leather and a freaking fishing rod, I'm a spaz.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Are you guys both standing at your doors?
Yeah.
Alright, you guys.
I don't
you
get
guys
how the
ready?
fishing rod's really supposed to kill anyone.
Oh,
but
okay.
I feel like this is gonna have a twist to it. It's not just me and you.
It's like a tiger pops out.
Go.
I don't think we can hurt each other. Screw it!
Ah!
Still one.
Oh shit, I'm back on the starter island.
Stickers. Do you think he'd come?
There we go. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Do you think you'll fight?
Probably.
Open the doors again.
Seems like the
I'll
type of
I'll
person.
come back. And we'll make stickers fight.
Fight who, where, what, how, when?
Me! What's good?
Well, if you come to the chords, you'll see.
Now, what do you think's behind this door? Anything could be behind this door.
Bunch of hanging sheep tied up to leads.
Ha! Another door. Now, what do you think's behind this door?
Another door?
Ha! You're wrong. It's Pixie.
Hi, it's me.
What's this another door though?
Alright, come on in.
I want you to know that Tex messed up the 2-door joke. He just instantly opened up the 2 doors, just click, and I was just like, okay, we're not gonna point out there was 2 doors there. Like,
The sticker.
I didn't do the joke. I just
Why
walked
is
through.
something under there, dude?
I need you to follow me,
help!
okay?
Oh, my
Don't
God.
do what they tell you! Help!
Come on, stickers,
I have
stickers, follow
52
me.
levels on me, Rip.
Don't mind.
Dun, 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 dun,
What's good?
Dude, it takes so long to get ready back up.
Why are you
We
not
got
wearing
5 on
pants?
stickers. 5 diamonds on stickers.
We're already broke, like, it's not even fair. He's beating me with the fishing rod.
Come on, stickers. I got
Oh my-
5 diamonds on you.
Oh, hey,
He's
Tex,
gonna kill me
I
with
know
a
what
fishing
you
rod,
think.
dude.
Fishing rod is my signature weapon.
I mean,
I
I get the
need to
diamonds
eat, but I
back
can't
anyway.
because he's just beating me.
I want to eat.
I'm dead. Rip 52 levels, boys.
I know, I got ripped.
No!
Oh.
What?
You had armor and I still
Rip.
just...
I don't know how I was
Yes.
giving you so much more, but I somehow lost.
Yeah, we
Oh
do.
my
We do.
Is anyone actually recording this?
I wish I wasn't.
Someone just broke in with full iron armor. Like,
What's good?
Sophic, you could've just escaped, dude. You just went the other way, fam.
I need vengeance.
I have 52 levels on me.
Alright, fine, I won't be them. Don't touch me.
How do we get out?
We're escaping, alright?
Sophic, use the big ass.
Get your shit. We're leaving.
Everything
So
is
this
breaking.
has been fun.
We at least need the doors back.
Place the doors in front of the wooden doors. We should rob all the cobblestones so that they can't rebuild.
Trust me, I've got plenty.
Oh, okay.
There's a button and you're like gonna dig out the door.
I was ready to do that.
Wait, then how am I gonna get home? Hold up.
I want you guys to know I traveled very many miles for this.
Yeah, right?
Very
Try
I
to,
did
like,
too.
Very many.
Very many miles. As
Taking
in, like,
you with
Tex,
us.
can you open up the right
What?
ones?
We gotta save Pixie.
Yeah,
Pixie, we gotta go. We
And the
gotta
fishing rod
get.
I'm good. I'm
Tex, open the right
Wait.
doors.
Wait, do you have any of the weapons left?
Yeah, 2 wooden hose.
Alright, give me one. I need to frame this, alright? I'm framing this in my house.
Mine still has 46 durability.
Mine has like 0.
Because that's when I was
Okay, bye
painting
guys.
Alright,
Bye.
goodbye.
it. Bye. I don't know how to get
So
home now.
Anyway, how do you guys feel about Fight Club?
I think I will
No.
Sorry,
probably not
Where's
be joining, but thank you for inviting me. It was a fun time.
Yeah, someone's calling me. I don't know, it's probably takes
Never
work.
have me over again. Thanks. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed those clips of the Fight Club, which was just very interesting. Let's just go with interesting. But anyway, you might notice that this is a little bit different. This is now no longer the slime farm entrance, and in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and just cover this up because that is no longer the entrance into the slime farm area. Instead, I made these little water elevators, and you'll see once we get down here that things are a little bit different. As you can see, we have this little room here that I've dug out and kind of decorated just a little bit, and these chests are all just junk chests. This is where my slime balls are going, which we have a ridiculous amount right now, holy crap. But I will eventually make some chests maybe along this wall, maybe in these couple spots over here, to store even more slime balls and like have it kind of automated just a little bit. But you can kind of see, like you can see into the slime farm through these little gaps, which I think is really cool. But yeah, this is just like the main entrance room into the slime farm, and I decided that the sugarcane is going to go right in here and on either side. And then at the end of this like hallway, we'll have an entrance out into the main part of the castle. So that I think will work out really nicely, and I think this will just be a small enough farm to get what we need, and not like have to get any extra. So as you can see, I put in all of like the mechanisms back here, and this is like such an easy farm to make. Like all you have to have, oh, I forgot a piece of redstone here, good thing I checked. All you have to have is the observer, the piston, and a piece of redstone behind it, and I will try to show you guys how this works. I don't think I have sugarcane on me, which is kind of dumb because I'm building a sugarcane farm, but whatever. Basically, when the sugarcane, which will go on these sand blocks right here, grows up in front of the observer, as you can see, the pistons get pushed out, and then the sugarcane will break off, fall into the water, and then flow into some hoppers with chests and stuff down here, and I'll just make like a trap door to get down. I'm gonna go get that sugarcane, put in the rest of the farm on both sides, and the little storage system, and then I think we'll call it an episode. Alright guys, so as you can see, this little hallway here is completely done. I have the sugarcane farms on both sides, and the water flowing, and the little storage system down here, which it's nothing too major, but I did AFK. I tried to go overnight, and then I got timed out, and then I tried to go while I was at work today and also got timed out, so I really have no idea how many hours I actually was AFK. I'm gonna guess around like 6 or 7, like cumulative, so that's a decent amount of sugarcane for that amount of time. That's probably as much as I'll need for a while. So next episode, as you guys may remember from the beginning of this episode, the whole purpose for this farm is so that I can make my own firework rockets. So next episode we will do step 2 in that process and make a mob farm of some sort so we can get a supply of gunpowder, and then we'll be able to supply ourselves with some rockets, because now that I have Elytra, I can't live without them. So it's definitely a good thing that we're doing this. So I will also probably sometime either off camera or in an episode in the future start to dig out that way towards the castle and connect everything up. And then finish decorating this area a little bit because it still looks really, really bad. Maybe put in a little storage system for the slime, which look at how much slime we have. Like, this is kind of crazy. We don't need this much slime, but I mean, it'll come in handy at some point for sure. Oh, the farm just went off. I just heard it. But yeah, that is the gist of this farm. So that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you next time.